Let's take a deep dive into the worksheet where you can create item variants, either as normal variants or as item numbers. And in this example, I will create item numbers, and I will take an example from my touring t-shirt. So I have a touring t-shirt, and right now it exists as item number 7000. And all of the variants here are green, and I'll just run to make another one, which is red, but basically with the same variants, meaning from small to extra large, but not the other sizes. First of all, I will copy my touring t-shirt to create a new style, because the next style is supposed to be red and maybe with some other picture on it. So from my master data menu, I will copy item, call it maybe 7010, or whatever it is. Red, or whatever you would call it. Copying master data and everything. Now I would have expected to make a new item somewhere down here. I will open my item, of course, update the master data information so it's coordinated with this new t-shirt. Maybe it's everything is the same except the picture here is something else. It's by the ocean, like this. But all the other stuff is the same. And I'd like to be this ocean side or red or whatever the style name is. I want to use the same style template, and the style template here determines that this one is making item numbers because it's 27. It's directly on the item table. If you want to see an example where we use the item variant table, take a look at the other video where we create this one quickly. In my template card in here, I have defined that my variable parameters or dimensions is colors, size, and length that I like to configure on. But I only want the color red, I want all of the length, and I only want the sizes from small till extra large. From my variant handling window, I enter create item variant, and automatically it knows that I'm going to create item numbers because it knows that the template that I'm basing it on is the item template. And it takes in the item number here to copy automatically. So by pressing suggest new records, I could suggest all of the filtering parameters. If I'm just pressing all of it or selecting all of it, it would just create all the different variants. If I add a start number in here, it will force running numbers to create those item numbers. If I leave it blank, it will create it by the master data information. Let's just take a short look at the difference. If I just say here 710 or 11, so it's supposed to be fourth running from here, or maybe even that wouldn't be very normal. Let's say 710.001. And a field delimiter you could use if you don't use the start number. Let me just add no filters in here saying what is the full mixture in here. It's 72 lines. And as you can see now, the suggested item numbers will be fourth running from item number 710 and the beginning number. I'll just delete them again. Whereas if I suggest new records and I leave this one blank, it will mix the item number based on my master data. And I want to add filters. So before I added 72, I will only add a red one, and I can add different filters here, of course, by selecting multiple values. I will add all the lengths. So I'm not going to filter here on length because I want all four of them, but I would like to add from small till extra large. And if I'm doing like this, I'll get an error. It doesn't work for me. So if I'm looking up here, small to extra large, it's actually the list here that I'm going to use. So it looks good in here, but I have to be aware that it's only displaying those in this order because I've added sorting level in my information code. So in real life, this is not the alphanumeric sorting because S as small is coming after L, which is large. So I have to be aware of those information value. So to make this work, I would actually have to filter from L till, meaning large, till small, and this is the and sign, or signed extra large, because if I'm not using this sign, it will also take the extra small, which is inside this filter. So this should be correct right now. having all those different item numbers here, large 27, all the 4 different sizes of large, 4 different sizes of medium, and you can see the item number is mixed in this way. So now we have suggested items. I can delete them in here. I can manually add lines if I want to. I can overview all of this and maintain it, and when I'm done, I can change the action message. So I need to check mark the lines that I'm going to carry out. I can either manually just take some of them and carry out those 4 or 5 in here. Now they are successfully carried out, or I could change action message on all of them like this and carry out actions. And of course it's copying the data from my item number 710, which is copied from. So all the posting setup, everything is coming from this item number. And this means now they all succeeded, so I can delete the lines in here. And when I go back to my item list, I would suggest or expect it to have all those new items that I just added in here. And if I look into either of those variants in here, it's a style variant, so it also set it to be a style variant. It copied the style that I made, and it copied all other information from the item card, except it substituted my specification with the master data that fits to the specific item variant. In this way, I can create variants very easily with a very rough data structure beneath it. And of course, this also would have worked if I created an item variant instead of items, meaning having a template that used the master template that used the item variant that I had in the other example.